Okay, guys, good morning. I wanted to do a short class today. Basically, the main idea is focus. A lot of times, I'm not even going to say a lot of times, all the time, we're distracted by our phones, by our jobs, by our kids, by our goals and our dreams. And a lot of times we tend to let our self-care slip. And we sort of developed this routine of this energetic routine that is the same thing every day. And that can feel very comfortable. But a lot of times within those, we tend to let other things slide, like health, nutrition, movement, all those things that help us to feel good. And then these develop into dis-ease in the body. So that might be pain or some other medical issue. And so my goal as I grow older is to just stay as healthy as I can. We're not perfect. It's hard. But we can do our best every day and at least do 1-2%. I noticed that within my life, I kind of go through these cycles of a lot of energy, and it's like the ebb and the flow of the cycles of the moon, which we just had a full moon. And so you may notice those things within yourself too. And there are times of rest and there are times of action. So just remember that. But in yoga, one of the main things is always coming back to the breath. And the breath is what kind of holds our focus within our body and keeps us engaged in what's happening here. A lot of times we don't even know what's going on with us, and we start to believe the things that are outside of us, and those things are not always true. So if that can just give you a little bit of wisdom, even if it starts or you start a practice of self-awareness and self-discovery, you will open up a whole new world. And that's like the tidbit of wisdom that I can give you. There's so much more, but it can start with movement and yoga and breath. So with that being said, I'm going to give you 30 minutes of a yoga workout or a stretch session. So what we're going to do is we're going to start here in the middle of our mat. We're going to take a couple of breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. In through the nose, out through the mouth. This is to release any excess energy that you have before you start your practice. But it's also to bring focus to what's happening here in the space, on this mat, in your body. So I always like to do that about 3 to 5 times. Let my shoulders drop. Maybe think about what I'm trying to do with this practice or what I'm trying to accomplish. So I'm going to do a lot of faster movements, more of a flow class, just because we have 30 minutes and I'm trying to get the most out of the practice because I know a lot of you guys are pressed for time. So we're going to compound a lot of movement. So arms above the head, reach as high as you can. All the way up to the sky, stretch the fingers, wiggle the fingers. You could even roll the wrists. Drop the hands down. Swan dive into that forward fold. Drop the top of the body all the way down. Release the head and the neck and the shoulders. You can even wiggle the lower part of your body forward and back. Roll back up. We're going to do this just a couple of times. Reaching as high as you can, stretching, making yourself nice and long. Exhale all the way back down. Try to straighten the knees this time. Release the head away from the shoulders. Roll it back up. Lengthen. Release. All the way down. See how far you can go. Remember to let the shoulders go too. And then back up. Stretch it up nice and high. Press the palms up to the sky. Release down. Twist a couple of times, letting the arms flow. Might hear some things pop and click. Back to the middle. We're going to go down into forward fold. Walk the hands out into down dog. Stay here for about 2 long, deep inhales. And exhales. Drop the knees down. We're going to go into extended child's pose. So you're pressing your butt towards your heels, forehead to the mat, arms out, palms down. Big breath into the upper back, expanding the rib cage. Exhale. Lift yourself up just through tabletop. We're going to start some movement forward and back. So almost the upward dog, almost extended child's pose. And I want you to roll the spine all the way up and back. Feel that energy move along the spine. Couple more times. Take it back. Gonna flip the toes in, go back into that down dog. This time we're gonna lift the leg up. Kick my socks off. Kick the right leg up. Bend the knee and open the hip. So you're letting that foot fall behind you. Taking a couple breaths there. And we just drop that leg up through and into a pigeon. So we're going to sit up in the pigeon first. So lift your body up. Lift your chin all the way up. And then take it all the way down as far as you can. We'll stay here for 3 breaths. Walk your hands back up. Then you're going to take this leg back. And this flex the foot. Straighten your spine. Reach that leg out. Bring it in. Knee to nose. And then back out. Hold it out. Flex the foot one more time. Bring that knee down, back into down dog. You're going to do that same thing we did, but on the left side. So lift the left leg up. Bend the knee, open the hip. So you're letting the foot fall behind you. Just sweeping that knee up into pigeon. Lifting the front of the body up first. And taking the body down. 3 breaths. Walk the hands back up. That left leg is going to come out. Flex the foot. And then bring the knee in towards the nose. Out. In. Out. Flex that foot. Bring the knee down into tabletop. Now we're going to do thread the needle. So taking the right arm under the left, laying down onto the back of the shoulder, rest the head down. So the front hand can stay here, can go up above you, or it can even come back for a twist. This helps open up the chest a little bit more. When we unwind, we're going to take that right arm up to the sky, open the chest. Switch sides. So now the left arm goes under the right. Lay down onto the shoulder. Take the head down. Take a breath. Come back up. Opening the chest. Bring the arm back down. Walk yourself up onto your knees. Hands in the small of the back. Release the head back, chin up. Pelvis forward. You counter that with a child's pose. Come back up. Now you're going to stay on your left knee, right leg forward. So we're going to push forward, stretching the quad, and then release back with the leg straight. So we're just going to do a few of these. Try to keep the top of your body nice and tall. You can even hold your arms up if you wanted to help work on balance and core. Feels nice. So we're talking about focus today. A lot of times, it starts with the breath, just focusing on the in and out. But when you're doing some of these balance poses, it also helps you to learn to focus on something. Maybe find a fixed point out in front of you. The next time we're going to go down. Stay there. Make sure you get that 90 in the front knee. Bring that leg back. We're going to switch to the other side. Same thing. So 90 in the front knee. Forward and back. Make sure you straighten the front knee, flex the foot. It is in the morning and I'm already sweating. This Texas heat is no joke. My poor little plant babies need water a lot. The last one we hold. So go down with your hands and sort of frame that leg with your armpit. Getting the quad and the top of the hip. Come back to your knees, but then you're going to walk yourself through to Indian style. Soles of the feet come out.